If we go to business info, you'll see there's two drop-down menus, a general one and a financial one. If we go into general, this is where we capture the basic general information about the business. The company's name, various registration numbers, addresses, contact numbers, industry sector, business category. This is where you capture the authorized system user, so the user in your firm, or could also be the client if you wish that the client doesn't do their own capturing. Authorized business representative, who's the director or the person at the client responsible for this BEE process. If you like, you can capture the client's auditor's details here and banking details. Very important on this page is this bottom part where you decide, we have to indicate whether this is you have to select your sector charter here and whether this is a QSE or a generic. We won't look at this now, but this is a drop-down menu containing all the sector codes as well as the standard codes. So you choose your relevant sector code here and you choose whether the client is a QSE or a generic. This is very important as it pulls through to the rest of the file. Then if you go to the financial page, this is what I call the backbone of a file, because it contains the information that the system needs to accurately calculate the scorecard. So here you have the financial year end of the client. The BEE measurement year is the 12 months ended, whatever it is. The BEE measurement date, so in other words, the date on which you're going to be measuring ownership and management control and employment equity if you're still under the old codes. Is this verification for tendering purposes, and what's the tender amount? This is just to give you an idea of the risk of this client. The financial information from finalized financial statements for the measurement year. So this is where you capture the client's turnover, net profit before and after tax, net asset value, procurement information for the measurement year. This is where all these figures you have to capture from the financial statements or the accounting records to get to the total measured procurement spend for BEE. It's very important that this figure is correct so that your preferential procurement score is calculated correctly. Then we have employment information for the measurement year. Did the entity pay skills development levies? Yes. Then this is where you capture those levies for the measurement year, and the system works out your leviable amount for you here. You also capture your total number of employees. And then if you're going to be working on enterprise development and socioeconomic development, this is where you would capture the last 5 years turnover and net profit after tax, so that the system can work out the annual net profit after tax margins in order to calculate the targets for those two elements. And at the very end here is where you capture your industry norm net profit margin as you get it from Stats SA. So if you understand BEE, you'll agree with me that this page really is the backbone. Any of these figures are incorrect, your score under the various elements will be incorrect. So this is very important. And these two pages are under business info.